Hey viewers, welcome to game number 3 of the bronze match between France and Canada. And we are once again in the picks and bans screen. And we see Italy being banned on, well, I'm just going to go over the picks. Not actually sure if you can see them with the CPG logo there, but because I don't see the CPG logo. We see Nidalee cards and Fizz being banned on the French side. Fizz and, well, Nidalee is kind of obviously against Hotshot GG. Fizz because he's just overpowered. Same for Graves, by the way. Curtis because, yeah, once again, Kart seems to be banned a whole lot, so he must be really strong in the competitive scene or in this specific patch. But he has been banned quite a lot in this tournament. Anyway, Rice has been banned a lot too, so this time it is the Canadian team actually banning Rice. And once again the ban on Rammus, because, well, Rammus is just mega annoying. And then the picks, they are still in the order they got picked in. At least that's what I'm assuming. Let me go back a little bit. Yeah, so here they're still in the pick phase. No, they weren't. So first pick, Sona. Yeah, that's an excellent first pick. That is, yeah, Sona is very strong and she definitely warrants a first pick. Against Sona, they are going to put up the same combination once again of Blitzcrank with Caitlyn, which we saw in the first game. At least I think we saw that in the first game. Then the mid pick is going to be Kassadin. Yeah, obviously Jungle Trundle. And then, yeah, this team now, so the Canadian team now picks a jungler as well. Yeah, the junglers, you can reveal them pretty much before anything else, so they might have waited for the mid pick and the top pick to be done. And they are going Rumble this time, so Rumble going to the other team now. And yeah, they are assuming that Rumble is very good against whatever they can throw at him. But then we see Morgana, the super overpowered minion killer. We see Morgana being picked because, well, she's not banned in this game. Morgana and Kassadin, both of which would be, yeah, in mid lane or top lane, it doesn't really matter which one you put where. I guess normally you would put Kassadin top because he has his escape with, yeah, he has a slow, he has Rift Walk, so I would put him top normally. But yeah, who am I? And they get Urgot. Urgot is an easy last pick because, well, this team doesn't play Urgot, at least not a whole lot anyway. And they already picked Caitlyn plus, so they aren't going to pick another AD. So you can wait with that pick till the last moment. And still, I think this combination is really strong against Caitlyn. That may be why they got Blitzcrank, because Blitzcrank actually counteracts that. But yeah, Blitzcrank can kill Sona in this case. But in the first match, we saw this combination, or this first game of this match, we saw this combination against Taric plus Urgot, and that was just no good. The Taric and the Urgot cannot really be killed by Blitzcrank, plus, yeah, you do so little damage to them as Caitlyn in that time that they get stunned or at least pulled back. That, yeah, it just didn't work. But with Sona as a first pick, yeah, this would be a good counter to that, because they were pretty sure they were going Urgot anyway, since they did that in the previous two. Then at last, yeah, and this is really interesting. They are going for Tryndamere. And personally, I think Tryndamere is going up against Morgana, because Morgana's shield is just completely annoying to anyone trying to cast spells at her. And that means that if they put Morgana and Tryndamere against each other, they just negate the most important skill on Morgana. On the other hand, if Tryndamere gets snared, he cannot do any damage and he dies really easily, so he might be good against, or he is very good against Kassadin as well. So they might just put him up against Kassadin, because Kassadin has to farm with basic attacks like everyone else, but he's not ranged. Morgana is ranged. So putting an AD carry up against a caster, a melee caster, means that he can only farm with his spells, and he only has one spell to farm with, because he only has his Q to farm with. The W is I think the bonus damage to your basic attacks. That really isn't going to do anything. So that's not really useful. And then the other one requires 7 spells to be cast before you can use it. And Tryndamere doesn't cast a whole lot of spells, except for Spinning Slash, but if he uses Spinning Slash or his slow, yeah, you probably should get out of there. So, against Kassadin, I think, yeah, this would be the most excellent choice. I think Tryndamere is going to ruin Kassadin's day, and Rumble is going to be very reasonable against Morgana, because her shield is not going to work too well, because the flamethrower isn't, well, it still absorbs the damage from the flamethrower, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for the rest. And yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. So in this case, I'm going to give bottom lane once again to the French team. I'm going to give top lane, if that is Kassadin versus Tryndamere, to the Tryndamere. If it is Morgana versus Tryndamere, I'm going to give it to Morgana. And Rumble versus Kassadin, I'm going to give that to Rumble. And Morgana versus Rumble, I'm going to give that to Rumble as well. And then, seeing the junglers, I think the snare on Maokai is just better than the Pillar of Filth. So, all in all, I'm going to give it to the Canadian team here. And we are now going to start off with the match. Here we go, getting some people, there we go. So hopefully the quality is okay. I recorded this one from the live stream. I don't know why it had such a weird, well, all of these borders around it, because the borders weren't there, obviously, when I recorded it. So it must have something to do with the difference in resolutions between the recording program and the actual stream. Because the stream is 720p and I was trying to record it at 1080 because, well, that's the best quality. You always want to record in better quality than the actual thing is, because that way you're not going to lose any pixels. You basically get the clearest amount available, and that's exactly what happened, only the rest of the pixels got filled in by black pixels, and that was not my intention at all. At least we don't have lags on this one, or, well, the previous one, but yeah, I'm really glad for that. So, getting some saplings down here. Normally we see Maokai, so jungle Maokai start off with his Q, but apparently the saplings work too. The saplings do help with your first camp, but don't really work for the rest, because you can only throw like 1 or 2 of them in there, and the Q has a much quicker respawn time, doesn't cost a lot of mana, and is AoE as well, so I think that's a better choice. But he already has the Q now. Yeah, I forgot that. He probably levels up really quickly in the new jungle. Going for the small camps first, while the Trundle goes for the blue first. Well, first he did 2 wolves and then he got into blue. And yeah, that will make a difference, because obviously with blue you have a completely different jungle route than without it. So after finishing the wolves, the double golems, it seems he's going back. And yeah, he is going to spot the troll there. And yeah, well, not a whole lot happening there. And I cannot see what's happening there anyway. So Tryndamere up against Kassadin here in mid lane. And that means Kassadin is in some trouble. Dude, get away. Yeah, finally. Yeah, Hotshot being really aggressive. Obviously, he knows he's got this lane, and he should just be crazy aggressive. He's going to heal up no problem with his skill, and so he can take a tower shot or two and not really worry about it. Trundle coming in and not really chasing Hotshot, so Hotshot can just run back in lane. Trundle should probably have been a little more aggressive there, so that Hotshot took the long way around, and even though that's only like 2-3 seconds more, it can be a big deal for your mid laner, because if he has some trouble farming, yeah, you should probably reverse that. So Morgana versus Rumble, seems that they're both doing some damage to the others, but they're mostly leaving each other alone. And this lane is already heavily pushed. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if they are actually trying to draw out the gank, because every time they come to gank bottom, they're not ganking mid, and they are counting on Hotshot to own that lane, of course. Plus, a fat Tryndamere is of course really good. Yeah, the stun not, or the snare not going off because of the shield, that was obvious. They knew that. Rumble could have drawn that out, but before the gank actually came in, but we could have also just, or they can also just wait for this. Oh, are they going to get a double? Yes, they are. So, indeed, the bottom lane going to France for now. That means that they are going to have to be careful. Oh, wow, that crit, man. Wow. A lot of damage going off, and an easy kill there. Nice from the jungler to flash and stun him, or snare. Yeah, not a whole lot Kassadin can do. He lost his lane from the moment he picked Kassadin, and they got a counter pick for him. Wow, Rumble doing so much damage there before the snare came out, so he must have known that the snare was not available. And yeah, Hotshot being a little bit aggressive there just because he wanted to go home. And he knew, if I'm just going to, if I'm going home anyway, I might as well do some damage, waste some life, some HP, use my fury to make sure that I don't get killed, and then go back, because he knows that that damage is there either to stay or to be healed up with healing potions, and healing potions are going to be annoying if he does that damage later. But there is no lifesteal, no spell vamp available for this Kassadin. So with the new runes there will be, but for now there isn't. And getting a really easy kill here. This time no spell shield, it wouldn't have helped anyway. But yeah, or no black shield I should say. So getting an easy kill there on Morgana. Morgana who yeah, thought she was safe there, I think. But yeah, just look at this easy damage from Hotshot. He just did 2 attacks and yeah, 1/3 of the damage just disappeared, and those were not critical strikes. At least I didn't see the critical thing. So yeah, the poison lock doing a lot of good for the Urgot in the bottom lane. And yeah, especially if you're Caitlyn, you will have some big trouble with that. Oh, by the way, you cannot use stuns and such stuns and blinds on the dragon anymore, but you can use the reduced damage thing from Sona. So the power cord, the green power cord, actually does reduce the damage on dragon. At least it says it does. So it actually gets a debuff from that. And I don't know why they left it in. It is probably an error or a bug. Wow, that was quite a lot of damage considering that he is just a jungler and he has no real damage. But that was nice harassment coming down. Walking through a ward there. So Kassadin can breathe easily for a second or two. But he is totally getting owned here by Hotshot. They're probably going to try to reverse the lanes at some point. It is kind of surprising to see Tryndamere mid. But yeah, Rumble can go either lane, either top or mid. And they were probably just waiting for the enemy to make up their mind who they're going to put mid, who they're going to put top. But Morgana has no real escapes, and at least Kassadin has an escape, but he's still only level 5, still doesn't have his ultimate, and is already getting harassed out of the lane completely. It's 25 to 58, so over double the minions, and getting another kill here. Oh, taking 2 tower shots, but yeah, no problem getting out of the grasp of this Trundle, because he has cleanse. Or, yeah, well, he does have cleanse as a summoner. Yeah. There's no reason for him to get a Quicksilver Sash, and he definitely couldn't afford it yet. Well, not without altering his build to something really stupid anyway. Oh, he doesn't get the last minion? Oh, it's not dead enough yet. Sure, why not? And now every time he hits, it is a critical strike. So he must have some critical runes or something like that. Oh no, it's not that bad. It's not every strike is a critical strike. It just seemed that way. No, although it's probably more likely that he goes critical damage runes instead of critical chance runes. Because you can get a very easy critical, 100% critical strike with the builds on Tryndamere. I think you need a Bloodthirster and 2 Phantom Dancers, something like that. No, not a Bloodthirster, an Infinity Edge, and 2 oh, I forgot the names again. Come on, the red one. Whatever. Phantom Dancers. Those are the ones. But yeah, Tryndamere just going for some damage with the Doran's Blades, which also provide some lifesteal and also provide 200 extra health. Well, 100 each. And that is just awesome. Wow, failing the spinning slash there. Don't know what he's trying to do. He is probably in the middle of a ward there, and he knows it. So they are going back, so the enemies are going back, and he is just going to go back to his lane. So bottom lane pushing once again. Not sure if that's a good idea. Oh, they are going to ward the Tribush and Dragon? Yeah, there we go. And yeah, Kassadin coming in here to basically get killed. Oh, at least he gets the the minions there. So he gets some jungle minions because he really cannot farm at all. Tryndamere is too good against him. So there you see it. Trendemir is not overpowered at all. He's just really good against Kassadin. I think it's a good thing they're nerfing his heal the next patch, but that's beside the point. That's more in the region of trying to prevent the lane sustain, or, well, reduce the lane sustain. Yeah, even if he hit that rocket grab, that wouldn't have done a whole lot of good, so he might as well just save up that mana and the cooldown. But they are going for an easy dragon here. There's not a whole lot they can do about it. There's a ward in the top, so they know there's nobody coming. The sapling also helping them out with the spotting there. And Rumble just running through a whole lot of wards, and still this guy didn't back off. Oh yeah, the snare. Easy snare. And that should be enough to get away. Yeah, that's the power of Morgana. If you're good with a skill shot, you can get away out of these kinds of situations, even while overextending. And yeah, again coming in, but didn't really do anything. Rumble did use his ultimate there. But yeah, the ultimate, yeah, it's not too long of a cooldown, and it's definitely worth it if you get to escape because of it. And we see the jungler there standing by to do some killing. Oh, Maokai not getting in range before the ultimate went off, so before the Void Walk, I think it's called. Rift Walk, no, it's Rift Walk. Before the Rift Walk was used. I'm getting better at the skills, but not a lot. So Canada, come on. Yeah, they're really not winning this bottom lane. Although maybe in minion kills, because they have been farming up quite nicely. Yeah, in minion kills they're actually 10 ahead. But 10 doesn't really mean a whole lot. 2 kills on the Urgot from really early on. And yeah, that means that he is still ahead. But minion-wise, they're pretty equal. And it should be... yeah, it is pretty good that they could actually farm that. It's a really aggressive solution to the problem that is Urgot. But it does work. Because you just don't have heal, and I would say that is risky. But it does work out if you can hold the early game. Then in the late game you have an aggressive support instead of a passive support like Soraka. Obviously the best solution here would have been Sona, because Sona is both aggressive late game as defensive early game. And that is awesome to have. That's why Sona got first picked in a lot of the matches. She didn't get banned a whole lot. At least not that I saw. I didn't see all of the matches, obviously, because most of the matches were at something like 4:30 in the morning. So this bronze final started at 5:30, and I actually was up because I actually didn't sleep that night. Because I was watching WCG and I was doing some other random stuff, but yeah, that's okay. So I was up anyway, so I decided to just record it. Didn't want to record a live commentary because I know that some people would rather have the commentary that is done by the original commentators, so I decided to put both of them up. And oh, that ward is excellent. So another ward hidden in the trees, where it cannot be spotted by the pink ward that's just above it. That is just, yeah, that's game knowledge, man. That is incredible. See, it is Yeah, they spotted it as well. There's a pink ward in the top brush, and they cannot see this ward. That's kinda... It must be really annoying if you see that on stream later, on video. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Hotshot's still winning his lane. Caitlyn and Blitzcrank eventually getting the first turret kill on the bottom lane because, well, there's nobody there. Urgot's now coming alone to the bottom lane, so no support there. And I'm not sure what Sona is. Oh, Sona... No. No, I have no idea. Oh, there she is, yeah. Just came in to heal up this Kassadin. And kind of team fight breaking out. They got an easy kill on this guy because he just jumped over the wall, but there were two guys there to pick him off. And finally we get some action because it has been quite kind of dull. So who's this? I have no idea. Oh, that was the tree. Maokai dying to the combined firepower of everyone, but they are going to get a blue buff back for that. And although in gold that's not really worth it, it is pretty good as a trade. Wouldn't say I would trade blue buff for a kill every time, but yeah, it is pretty decent. It's 300 gold for 60 gold or something like that. 60, 80, I don't know. But yeah, the blue buff can do a whole lot of good things for your team. And can, for example, get them dragon now. And on Rumble, the reduced cooldowns are incredible. So let's see if they actually go for dragon here. Obviously, Hotshot's going to stay mid because he doesn't want the Kassadin to be able to farm back up. And there is a huge amount of minions in mid. And being the farmer he is, he always wants to get as many minions as possible. So many critical strikes. Critical strikes doing only 400 damage. That's not a whole lot. Oh, Hotshot getting ganked by 4, but getting the kill. And is he going to get out? No, he's not. Oh, he still has his ultimate. Huh. So they are going to get Blitzcrank here. Yeah, he still has his ultimate, I think. Yeah, they didn't get him low enough. Huh, so he gets out of a 4-man gank, getting a kill, and still has his ultimate. That is incredible. How did he become so strong? Yeah, and he doesn't really have anything special in the items. I cannot see what the second item is. I think it's a brutalizer, but I'm not actually sure. Might also be the ghost sword, the Yomus, whatever it's called, the purple thingy. But we'll see that when they click on Tryndamere, because then we actually get a little bit bigger picture on the left side of the screen. But I won't be watching that, I think, because I'm mainly watching the minimap. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is indeed the Yomus Ghost Sword, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I thought he needed to have a big item by now. But yeah, he could have also just not gone home for a while. Although he did go home. Yeah, he was very low and he went home after that fight. So it's not like he's going to have 3k gold sitting there not shopping. Yeah, this this Tryndamere pick seems to be really, really strong against everything. Caitlyn also, wow, nice farm there. 7k gold on both of them, almost 8k on Tryndamere. And the most on the enemy team is 6.7k on Urgot. So Urgot kept up pretty well with the farm. It is pretty easy to farm with because you have your Q and your basic attack to farm, and yeah, you get twice as many shots in, well, 1.5 times or something like that. Don't know what the cooldown on the Q is, but it's very low. And it does quite a bit of damage, so it's relatively easy to last hit with. So Blitzcrank going home, Caitlyn going to farm up the bottom lane again. She has so much farm. Oh, they're actually going for the kill here. I didn't see the Maokai coming until he was actually on the screen. And they are going to do some damage, but not actually enough to get a kill out of that. And a kill up top. The slow going down before the shield actually went up. So then the shield is pretty useless. Because there's not a lot of other things that Hotshot does that actually are affected by the shield. Oh, Caitlyn. This is exactly what I meant. Once he gets the poison on, he can do a lot of damage. Oh god, getting killed here. That was nice teamwork. Caitlyn getting out of that, and instead of them getting a kill, they actually pick up another kill. Yeah, Maokai dying once again. He is doing a good job, but he just cannot stay alive forever, obviously. There was Ignite that was way too early. And Blitzcrank is going to give his life here for Hotshot. That was 700 gold going away. I think it would have been better if Hotshot stayed in, tried to kill these guys with his ultimate, so with his last remaining health and his ultimate, and then the Blitzcrank could have walked out because he was still worth 300 gold because he hadn't died yet, it seems. Or no, he got a kill. No, never mind. He got a kill, and he also had an Oracles, so 700 gold. No, actually 5 plus 4, so that's 900 gold. Because it was an assisted kill. Yeah, and that's a lot of gold. And yes, I know you don't get the 400 gold after you kill the oracles, but still, it is a lot. Yeah, Hotshot getting caught here. And does he still have his ultimates? No, he does not. So he already used his ultimate in the last fight, so he couldn't save them. Yeah, okay. That's the annoying thing about not having the sound on. I wish I would release just the replays on this one. Would have been so good. So the French team going for Baron here, and the Canadian team saying, no, we want Baron. But the Canadian team getting creamed. That was not a smart engage. It was 4v5 anyway, and then instead of just poking, they went in, well, face first, and got smacked hard. But at least they prevented the enemy team from doing Baron. I guess that's something to be proud of. It's 9-8 now for the French team, but the Canadian team is 8k gold ahead. And yeah, that means that they're ridiculously out-farming the enemy. That is, I mean, that is incredible. But as I said, Tryndamere and Caitlyn are the two with the most gold. So with the best items. And yeah, that is going to show in the later game. Caitlyn is going to get killed here, I'm assuming. Yeah, there we go. Trundle doing a lot of damage. And yeah, I've never actually played Trundle, so I don't know where his damage comes from, but he seems to do a crap ton of damage every now and then. And is Hotshot actually getting out of this? Yes, he is. So at 0 health, but did probably have the heal up. And yeah, nobody else is going to die. They still have their turret. Oh, there we go. Getting a kill back for oh, but then they lose 2. Oh no, 1, sorry. Caitlyn already was killed. But then they kill the jungler, yeah. So Urgot and Trundle dying. But yeah, that is just the way it is. So it's 11 to 10, was an equal trade. And they are going for dragon here. There is no ward as far as I can see. So that means that the Canadian team just gets a free dragon. That's good. Hotshot probably doesn't have his ultimate up by now, because he used it in the previous fight to get out of the fight. See, the French team not making the same mistake. They actually got a ward, or cleaned the wards out of the Baron pit. And yeah, Team Canada placing a ward as well, but with the pink ward there, it is easy to pick that ward off, obviously. Oh, Tryndamere going for an Oracles, and he's still being targeted by, or he still has the target over his head from the French team. Has been there for a while. Really, we could do without the animation on that. But okay. Yeah, it's not really a question anymore who's going to win this. It's just more a matter of when is this going to end. Because they have 2 fat AD carries, and the moment they go split push, it is over. Tryndamere getting quite low there, but yeah, then the whole enemy team just gets owned by the rest of the damage, because they did a lot of damage, or a lot of skills. They used a lot of skills to get Hotshot that low, which means everything is on cooldown, and that basically means you can go in to kill the enemy. So losing Morgana, Sona and Urgot right off the bat, and this one is a free kill you get. So if you get 3, you get 1 for free, and they get a turret, an inhibitor, and probably can end the game right now. So, no, they're going back. What are they doing? Why couldn't they end it? Oh, everyone's back up. Yeah, no. Never mind. Didn't pay attention to the respawn timers. Of course, they did. But yeah, it is of course really useful to keep track of those. You wouldn't want to have the whole enemy team showing up at your doorstep. Yeah, so taking it again, missing a spinning slash to the wall. Yeah, you do want to take care of that, because if you get caught like this, or like that, by basically forgetting to check those timers, yeah, that would be very nasty. Oh wow, 2v2 fight here, but there is no way they're going to win. Well, the French team. And they are once again focusing Hotshot. Hotshot getting focused down so much, but he just doesn't die. He died once, but yeah, that's beside the point. And he was overextending at that point anyway. And are they actually going to ace them here? No. Sona getting out of it. But they are going to give up. Wow, that was kind of sad. Well, not that they give up, but that they didn't want to fight until the end. Because this is kind of a moi ending to this tournament. I think it's really sad that this is the ending of the tournament, to be honest. Yeah. Didn't even get to see the exploding Nexus because they just ran off the screen. Oh, that's just sad. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the series, and I will see you next time. GG.